Hi, my name is Jasmin, and I thought I'd talk with my very good friend Anna here today about something that we both really struggle with, that we have to do in our industry. We're kind of like actors, and we're actors. I have an issue saying that for some reason, but one thing, as you can probably see in the title, that we really struggle with is networking, and working your way through the crowd at a party and just talk to people, or just reaching out to anybody, or all that stuff.
No, it all sounds horrible.
I can't even explain it. That's how traumatized I am about it.
It's because I don't know if anyone else who watches this, but other people who watch this are probably would you say you're an introvert, or do you think it's even that?
I am kind of outgoing and stuff, and I used to be an extrovert. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
But now, the older I get, the worse I get.
Yeah.
And
me too.
It's hard anyway to just blah blah blah,
And I feel like it's because people don't, when you're networking, you're an actor, it's hard. I have trouble with it because it's you're talking to those people, and at networking parties, everyone knows that's what it's about. Everyone wants to get something, or find an actor, or find a director, or find a cast. I've only been to one, but it's everyone's trying to get something out of the interaction, and
yes,
I don't like that feeling.
See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
When I started acting school, I was 18 years old, and I'd always wanted to be an actress.
Mm-hmm.
My whole life, I knew what I wanted to do. And then in the second year of the school, we started talking about the reality of it and the business side, and I was like, whoa, I didn't even think about that. I didn't get into it for that, and for the aspect of selling yourself as a thing, as a product, but making yourself a product that's available and that's that shows off all your best sides, and just the whole selling yourself thing was really hard for me. And the last year, that's all it was about, headshots, meeting people, networking, and trying to get an agent. Did I get an agent? No! Of course I didn't. I was writing letters, I was researching them and stuff, but I think I wrote okay letters, but it was on our showcase night. You did your scene, you sang and stuff, and then after, you go out and approach the agents and stuff and mingle, right? I was in a corner, just watching everybody drink, and I was so uncomfortable. I didn't talk to a single person. It was it was awful.
Awful. And you're how old? You're 19 then, because it was your second year.
I was 20, I think. And then after that, it's gotten better, because I think I thought to myself, you know what? Some of my people in my class were super good at I like to call it brown nosing, because that's what it is.
It is.
And I didn't understand how important that is. And when I realized, I was like, you know what? I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it that way. And so I had this thing with myself, or I had this deal with myself, I don't care, I'm gonna do it my way, and even if it takes me 70 years to success, or I'm 70 years old when I do succeed in my career, at least I know that I did it the way I wanted to do it, without having to compromise me feeling comfortable with things. And I just, I didn't like that idea.
Yeah, because that's not
that's not what we're in this for.
And I think some people, I've met some people who are really good at it, and they talk like it's just a given. You know, you have to, but that's not why I got it. I had no idea that it would be like this either. And I think I'm just, because I didn't go to acting, I went to just a regular liberal arts college, and we had theater, and we had and that was
the good stuff.
The good stuff, yeah, and and I mean there was drama in theater,
of course,
we're all there.
Everyone's attention wars.
Yeah, but I mean it wasn't it wasn't all encompassing. I could go home and I could be myself and stuff, and it's kind of now. And I still can't, and I think it's the decision to be yourself, and to be
at all times though.
Yeah.
Because of course you're a different self at different times, but to me, the whole, at a certain point I realized every new person I met within the industry, or a new job or something, they always measure you up, and then if they find that that you're not impressive, or you're not popular or in demand, or if you don't have anything to
Instagram
or
something.
That too. If they don't feel like they can have, that you're not of use to them, basically, they write you off.
It sucks.
If you don't have this persona that exudes confidence and like I'm like doing really well, then they're just like not that interested in talking to you anymore. And I'm like, whoa, I'm not here to like, you know, use people. I'm here to meet people and eventually hopefully maybe make friends. And so what I'm hoping is that maybe it's possible to, you know, when you work in the industry in different places and stuff, that you just naturally make friends with people that genuinely like you for who you are.
I think so.
And then make contacts that way, and not like, ooh, I want to work, you know, I want to get to know this person because he does this. No, I'd rather just get to know people and then do projects together because we want to. You know what I mean?
And I think it does work that, like, I don't know, it's like I was talking to like my roommate about this kind of, actually it was a little different, but like he has a friend who's doing very well. He's been in some like he's friends with like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, and he like goes out to lunch with them and stuff, and it's like it's normal, you know, and he doesn't like talk about like it's a name drop, and you can definitely tell those people who are different, who are like, oh, but I went out with, or I saw, or like I sent an email once to blah 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 blah, and it's just like, and he said, you know, like he said those people who do that are the ones who haven't actually made it, because like when you make it, you don't have to like,
but at the same time, the people that do it, they make it way faster. The people that are good at being like schmoozing and like being slick and just going forth, which is, I also get it, like you don't have to be a dick to do it. It's a part of the business. And I'm not like, we're not trying to be like, you're all assholes if you do this. Of course not. Good for you that you can, that you have the skill and the confidence to do it. But it's also for me, I think, and it's not, I'm not saying that's what it is, but morally for me, I don't like it. I don't feel like it's right. I'm not attracted to it. In fact, I'm so uncomfortable with it that I avoid it. So it's slower for us to network and sort of get our way through the crowd like that, because we just don't find it that easy to just be like, hey, my name is blah blah blah, and I do blah blah blah, like the whole spiel. I can't. I'm just like, hey, so, and then I talk about anything other than myself, you know?
Like, it's like kind of like sales, I feel like, and there are some people who are really good at
hate
sales,
but
I hate sales too.
I
but
can't
like,
do it.
I know a ton of people who are like salespeople, but also super like nice and genuine people. But it's hard because it doesn't, and it's just not genuine for us. You know, coming off that, because like I don't know, whenever I feel myself like talking too much about like you know, say like, oh, I did this project last year. I'm like, but wait, is it as cool as I'm making it sound? Like, I don't want to give them the wrong idea. But then at the same time,
not a lot of people think like that. The opposite of like pitching it almost. Trying to make it sound better. I can't pitch for my life. Oh, that's something we need to learn.
We could learn to pitch it like, because we both write, and like we could learn to pitch it like we're pitching a story. You know, it's not necessarily, and we won't think about it like, you know, it's us. It's like, it's our babies, you know, and we love our we love our babies. We love like our stories, that like, you love the scripts that you write. I love like the essays and novels. I'm trying to write scripts like you do, but it's like, we love that stuff. And it's like, if we really love it, hopefully it'll come across. I hope so.
I feel like we both we're scared of sounding arrogant, and we try to like be humble with things, and so sometimes we downsell ourselves a little. We sell ourselves a little short, which is not good, but at the same time, I don't know. I think we just try to be genuine, and then it's sometimes it's a little goofy because we're not very good at being like, I'm the foul.
No.
And I don't know. I don't always talk about some of the good things that I've done, because I can tell the difference in people if they find out that I've done something and then they change their tune, and then they're all of a sudden interested in getting to know me. And then they're a lot nicer to me, and I'm like, you know what? I have no interest in you as a person.
That's what, like...
And then I don't want to work with them. Why would you want to work with someone who's like that, or who's not nice to you in the first place? You should always be nice to people, no matter what, or no matter who they are or what they do, right?
And I think, like, a lot of people... I think there are some actors who, they come from that. They come from that world where it's like, say they were like born, you know, like into the industry, and they're like, oh, this is just how it works. Like, we have to make them like us. We have to make them like us. And it's like but it's like that's what they know. But with us, it's like I wasn't born near that. I feel like I'm just entering that world a little bit.
to be able to get acting work, you have to play the game, kind of. And that's my issue.
Yeah.
Our issue is that we can't play the game. We don't like playing the game. We don't want to play the game.
No.
We just want to be us, and we just want to apply for an audition, and maybe get the job if we're good enough, or if we're what they're looking for, instead of like it's always great when you get a job from a friend, but
it is.
That's
and
not why I
what?
try to make friends to
No,
get a job.
But like you just said it, like it happens because you know, like I know for sure, like you have some friends that are like, you know, and I'm like, huh, Jasmin's friends with that person, and I think I have friends like that too.
Definitely.
And it's like we're doing it, even though we think we're not doing it. Like, we're not going to the parties. We're not like...
Yeah. And that's the thing. We should go to the parties. We're not saying we shouldn't.
Yeah.
But if we do go, we're not going to be the ones that are going out of our way to be like, ooh, that's that guy, let's go talk to him. We'll be like, oh, and then randomly talk to whoever is next to us.
That sounds,
and then if it doesn't click immediately, we're not going to push it just in case we get something out of them.
Because I'm gonna mess up if I do that. I'm gonna come off like an ass.
Me too. We're just
not an ass, just like, not an ass like a mean ass, but an ass like,
yeah, she's never an ass. I want it to be just natural chemistry and just like, oh, you're really cool and I like what you do and that kind of stuff. So we're doing it the hard way, maybe.
Yes.
But
we're learning what works for us.
Yeah.
And
we're doing our own thing. And we're interested to know if anyone else who are in the industry, who are actors or models or musicians as well, because it's so much like, oh, you've got to like brand yourself. You got to be a brand. You got to know what your niche is. You got to sell yourself like this. You got to unify all this and put it out and do this. You've got to have all these social media accounts and like get loads of fan base. And I'm like, what?
yes.
No, I don't have Facebook. I don't have Instagram. I just think I don't want to do it that way. I don't want to, and I know it's smart and I know it's brilliant and it works for so many people, but we're not going to do that.
We're not going
And if you agree, and if you think it's difficult, and if you're weird and awkward and you don't like brown-nosing and schmoozing and networking, we don't like the word networking even though it's...
We hate the word network.
Maybe
if we just don't call it networking and we just like do stuff, like be
do
like,
stuff.
You do stuff.
Let's do stuff.
We're not gonna feel the pressure and the I hated that. I hated when someone told me that, like managers and like just directors and stuff, and now I feel like I even sound like an ass now because I'm even saying agents and casting directors. Like it's like weird. It sounds like and it's just like
it gives
nerves.
me super anxiety to deal with. Just like, oh, I need to get headshots. Oh god, and I hate it. I'm terrible on camera. I'm not comfortable with it at all. My photos don't come out very well. No. The point is, I hate it. It gives me super anxiety to deal with the business side of it. Like talking with my manager, like I get anxious about like the talking with him or worrying about what he thinks about this and that and just stressing about auditions and all those things really scare me and kind of make me move away from the whole acting thing at all. And that's so bad. It's changing the way we think a little bit, but also accepting that we want to do it our way and hoping that it works, and we'll see. So if you guys agree and you have the same issue as us and you want to do it your way as well, you feel free to comment and contact us. Let's do stuff together. Let's do stuff together because clearly we belong together because we're all like, I don't wanna.
That's why you're watching this video, hopefully, or you're really good at doing stuff.
And yes, you're just like watching us and being like, guys, this is the deal. You have to do it or you're an idiot. So yeah, thanks for watching our video. This is my lovely friend Anna, who's a very talented, I'm going to be her wingman. She's a very talented actress. She's a really good model, actually. She's getting into it. Like, look how pretty she is. Her photos are amazing. She's like nice, professional, hardworking, and she doesn't know how to say that for herself. So I'm going to do it because she's really cool and she sings and she plays the guitar, blah, blah, blah. Like, she's great.
Thank you.
And have a friend who's like this help you with that stuff. So if you go out networking at a party, then go with a friend who's the same way as you, and when you meet people, you can be like, oh, Anna actually did this and this and that, and she was so good in this, and you should check this out, because I can spiel for her. I can sell her like
sold me like a cake,
so like a
Norwegian chocolate, like that big bar. And let me be your wingman right here. Like, I mean, meeting Jasmin was probably one of the best things that happened to me since moving LA, probably like top 3. And she is an amazing, I mean, she like makes these amazing videos. She not only has the talent, the natural talent for acting, she also has like behind the scenes, she just knows like how to make something look amazing. And she's an amazing writer. She's written some fantastic scripts, and they're so funny, but they also have a lot of heart to them, because she's got like this amazing soul.
I love you so much, and I'm struggling to like
really?
listen to it.
I know, but I'm not even done yet. But you
that
also
just shows how hard it is for us to do it. But
make fantastic music videos. You're a fantastic singer. You were in a band.
I was
before you got here, and it was just like, and it's amazing. Like they're actual real songs, and it's just like, I don't know, like she's a real person. That's the thing, like all of this is in one
listen
person.
to that. Like, if you met us at a party, wouldn't you be like, those two are interesting? I like them. And, you know, it sounds much better if we're saying it about each other than ourselves. That's a good way of doing stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, so thanks for watching again. Oh my god. Please reach out to us and comment if you agree and if you have the same issues. And we'll see you one day, maybe. Bye.